Welcome back to AEW Dynamite live on TBS and Max. Will Ospreay is in the ring awaiting the arrival of his partners in this massive 8-person tag team match. Kicking off the action tonight on Dynamite.
Reach for the sky, boy.
From Sandy Ford, Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe, member of the conglomeration. Friend, partner, associate, conglomerate. Alongside one of his partners here tonight. Actually, this man. Oh!
It's a state of mind. It's a feeling. Time to conglomerate.
Interesting sentence right there, Ian. Very interesting.
From wherever, weighing whatever, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
Well, these two men will be conglomerating alongside Big Boom AJ this Sunday on Revolution 0 Hour to take on Johnny TV and MXM Collection. MXM Collection very rudely interrupting Big Boom AJ, Big Justice this past Saturday at Collision, Ian.
It's certainly a shame. Big Boom AJ, one of the big fan favorites, alongside two of the biggest fan favorites here in AEW, Taz. And, you know, when you take away what the people want to see, you start to lose friends, you start to make enemies of the fans.
That's true. That happens. Interesting to see how this thing goes down here tonight, though. This is star-studded, boys.
Yes, indeed.
Star-studded, Ian, as I said.
Could you say the stars are out in Sacramento?
The stars are out. This guy's not far from home right here.
And their partner from East Palo Alto, California, weighing 270 pounds, Powerhouse Hobbs.
That's my man.
Not far from home, Taz, but in basically his own backyard this past Saturday at Collision, picked up a big tag team victory alongside Bandito, taking down the Big Redwood, Big Bill, and the Bad Apple, Brian Keith.
Amazing displays of power from both individuals, but unmatched strength from Powerhouse Hobbs in that bout. And we talked about making enemies, Taz. I think that display really got under the roots of the learning tree.
Oh, no, I definitely think you're right. What a battle of the Bohemians that really was.
And their opponents first, from Greenpoint, Texas, weighing 189 pounds, the Bad Apple, Brian Keith.
The Bad Apple tonight, his services being loaned out, Taz, to the Don Callis family.
Yes, Don Callis, who's hated by everyone in the world, including his immediate family, is got his family in the house.
And his partners, accompanied by Don Callis, Mark Davis, and the Murder Machine.
Lance Archer on your left, Brian Cage on your right, Mark Davis in the center, being prodded to the ring by Don Callis. It still seems to me that Davis is an unwilling participant in this Don Callis family scheme.
There certainly seems to be decisions, thoughts going through the mind of Mark Davis, almost as if he's not sold on what he's doing. But
I think he should be, Ian. I mean, come on. Mark Davis has the opportunity of a lifetime to be involved with someone like Don Callis, like the man a lot, or not. He's a power player.
Well, we've talked about the story of Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher many times about how during the pandemic, Ospreay opened his home to Kyle Fletcher, but he also did the same for Mark Davis, who was at the time was tag team partners with Kyle Fletcher, and Don Callis, unfortunately for us, has joined us at the desk. Don, welcome.
These people are ignorant. Sacramento.
hey,
it's a government town. What do you want?
to what do we owe the pleasure here tonight, Don? Are you gracing us with your
Well, you know, I know you're not normally on this gigantic show here, Riccaboni, but we like stars on this show. That's why I'm here. I'm not sure why you're here.
It's a tremendous comeback right there, Ian. He just ate your lunch. Look at the power right here of Cage, though.
Brian Cage and his tag team partners here tonight could be looking to soften up.
Look at the physique.
Soften up Will Ospreay ahead of Revolution coming up this Sunday, when Ospreay will step into a solid steel cage with his former friend, Kyle Fletcher. the golden boy of the Don Callis family. Here, Don Callis, depending on the day of the week.
He's ripped. He looks like Brad Pitt, and he's got a body like he's going to go into Mr. Olympia. He happens to be the future of this company, in my opinion.
You're talking about Kyle Fletcher.
I am. Taz, how strong is Brian Cage? You know very well.
Yeah, he's insanely strong, Don. There's no doubt about it. Well, right there, Ospreay's showing his quickness and athleticism, though.
Now, high boot into the face of Cage, and Ospreay, the back suplex, takes down the machine.
Ospreay's deceptively strong. He's got very big, strong legs.
And here comes the Sussex County Chicken, former Ring of Honor World Champion, Mark Briscoe in there.
Yeah, that's a bad man right there. Briscoe, Sussex County, right there in southern Delaware.
Frying pan hands.
Briscoe between the legs, hell stab into the jaw, into the throat of the machine, Brian Cage.
The man.
And now the reversal by Cage. Briscoe elevates up and over. Briscoe, as we mentioned, will be teaming up with Orange Cassidy and Big Boom AJ this Sunday, Revolution 0 Hour, to take on Johnny TV, MXM Collection, Mason Madden, and Mansoor. But right now, Briscoe going to work on the machine, Brian Cage.
And of course, that's 0 Hour. The big announcement, Amazon Prime, AEW pay-per-view. Look at this, Mark Briscoe.
And Briscoe showing off his deceptive agility. Cage ducked under the lariat attempt, has the waist lock. Briscoe, nice enziguri, has the machine staggered.
I can't think of any individual more opposite from the type of people I like than Briscoe, but I'll give it to him. He's one of the toughest guys in this company.
He really is. You're right about that, Callis. Briscoe's a tough hombre for a lot of years.
You can see, you scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Join us this Sunday for Revolution on pay-per-view via Amazon Prime as Ospreay throwing out some right hands.
Big ovation for the man not far from this area. Hobbs coming in.
That's 3 down, 1 to go.
30 punches. There's maybe another 10, which would make it 40, I believe.
That's a great mat skills.
I'm a product of the New York City public school system, but I nailed it.
That's obvious.
BSFTW. 31
31
punches to the head of the machine.
That's Salisbury Township for you. Oh, goodness.
But Orange Cassidy celebrating a bit too early, gets taken down by Brian Cage. Down the hammer throw.
Look at this. Cage has been in this the entire duration of the match, and it's starting to show.
Sometimes Brian Cage, so confident in his abilities, he forgets there's even guys to tag out there.
Oh, wow. Cassidy was coming in over the top, and Brian Cage pushing him and driving Orange Cassidy down.
You saw the readjustment right there. He didn't catch him in the air, but Cage, so powerful, able to readjust. And speaking of powerful, goes from bad to worse with the Murder Hawk Monster, Don Callis.
Here's one of the things I know, and I begrudgingly say about Orange Cassidy. One of the most resilient wrestlers I've ever seen. Ability to absorb punishment, and we're going to test that to the limit tonight.
Yeah, and your people definitely attesting his resiliency for sure.
Cassidy sent into the ropes courtesy of Lance Archer. Cassidy able to avoid contact, and Davis.
Look at big Mark Davis now.
Davis, smart move there.
The roadblock by Mark Davis, the ripcord by Archer, and down goes Orange Cassidy. Lance Archer, an emphatic slam, and fans don't go to it because the action continues tonight live on Dynamite.
And now the heel of the boot just driving the air out, cutting it off.
I mean, Ian, had you ever had anybody step on your face like that?
Oh, no, thankfully
it's not too late.
Don, you and I, if you didn't hang out with these monsters, please, I think we could be friends. But
I don't think we could be, but
I don't think we could be either. I know Donald.
Look at Archer. What an animal he is. 6'8", 265. And look, Mark Davis sometimes begrudgingly does the work of the Don Callis family. I've made it very clear that I want him to rough people up tonight.
He's a rough and tumble guy, as Davis with ease slamming Orange Cassidy. Wow, Santon Jones, look at him. Just the athleticism of someone so big.
6'3", Taz.
Yeah,
just an imposing figure.
Reminds me a bit of Stan Hansen, the way he moves in the ring.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe a little bit bigger in the buttocks area.
Oh, yeah. Low center of gravity.
If you ask him to haul ass, it'll take him 2 trips.
Classic right there.
You sold out chant greeting Mark Davis when he tagged into this match.
No, he cashed out by being a part of the Don Callis family. What business do these people think these guys are in? This is about money and power. That's what it's about.
He turned his back on Ospreay as Orange Cassidy in danger. All the blood rushing to the head of the two-time former AEW International Champion.
Yeah, but as Don Callis mentioned, and he is correct, I mean, very resilient is Orange Cassidy. This guy could take a lot of punishment.
And tags made. You can't deny the continuity forming already between Davis and Brian Cage.
About this relationship with the Bad Apple, Brian Keith, this whole thing, your background with Jericho, how's that work, Don?
I enjoy people that have a lack of empathy. Brian Keith is a guy exactly like that.
Okay.
Look at Cage.
Yeah, from a vertical suplex into a press slam.
Jeez.
Just throwing Orange Cassidy around like he's the groceries.
What a physique Brian Cage has.
He's got a hell of a beard, too.
I work a lot with him on that physique. We have a lot of training sessions.
Are you in there lifting with him, Don?
No, I design the systems.
Really? Well, when I was in Japan, the fans at Corrigan all scattered. They fled from this monster, Lance Archer. It
was from your commentary.
It is Cassidy who's being prayed. We did All In together.
I don't remember that.
Oh, down goes Cassidy, courtesy of the 6'8", potentially plus Lance Archer.
And the Bad Apple being, you're excluding him. Are you just keeping him warm, loose here?
My guys need exercise.